SABC 3. And online, we're on TrendingSA.tv. We have an amazing throwback show for you. We have a legendary guest in studio. But you know, there is no I in team. But there is an I in Barbie. Let me introduce you to my squad. My homies. On our right is the sharp and sexy straight shooter, looking like she's straight out of a Missy Elliott music video. Miss Kudiraj!
Hello, darlings. Yes, I was pinky there. Remember that hair?
Yes.
Remember that hair? You're all out of breath.
I'm good.
I'm all right. Are you good? Okay, that was pink hair. It is a fantastic throwback. Today we're doing black hair. And what are we talking about tonight? Our regular feature, our regular Thursday feature. Tonight we are letting out our inner child come out to play. We're going to be playing all our favorite childhood games. Are you guys excited?
I am thrilled.
Making me hot just thinking about it.
All right, so right next to her is our brother from another mother. He looks like he was born in West Philadelphia, but then sent to Mthatha because there was a fight in the streets. Dr. Musam Domedi, take it away.
What are you laughing at?
Mthatha's a nice place.
Hang on, wait. Actually, maybe Limpopo with those colors.
Yes,
my people of Limpopo, I love you.
Yeah, these are my favorite colors, by the way. This is just me hospitaling, being an intern 2 years ago. Oh, how much we've grown. Anyway, today I'll be looking at some of the hashtags that trended not so long ago, but we're going to have a little bit of a nostalgic theme about tonight. So hashtag childish me versus adult me, as well as hashtag what 2000s missed. And the last, of course, will be hashtag 2018 so far taught me. That's what I'll be doing today.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Oh, yeah.
Zazie.
Last but not least is our punchline sister, looking straight like she came out of a Hype Williams music video. This is Ninishka. Boom. Hasty Bam.
All right, so drop top Porsche, rolling on my best, diamonds up. I made you look. Keep a JoJo, kick around, and right from Tororo. Like a, I don't know what was going on here.
You look hot.
But my eyeliner is bomb.com.
It's fresh.
We forgive you. We forgive you for
Yes, yeah, it's the one. All right.
Bobby didn't do it, did she?
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something gotta hold me tightly. Something Diddy and Nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. And I'll glow to the extreme. I rock a mic like a vandal. Right up stage and jump like a candle. Dance. Ow! All right, so comedy legend Mark Lottering is our guest tonight. He has nothing to do with the song that I just sang. I'm just in the theme of the theme. Guys, he's a comic genius, all right? He's been killing it. He's still killing it. He's been in the game for 2 decades. That's older than you, mud 2000s. Is that a thing?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, good, yeah. Listen, you don't want to miss this. Stay there. Go fetch some popcorn or cornflakes, whatever, but don't go anywhere.
Or you can just ask me to fetch your popcorn, because apparently I will be your waitress this evening. Hello, everyone. I'm Bobby Molloy.
Yeah! Arriba! Oh, Mama, look at you glowing.
So
I know what's going on here.
I take my brother on like shopping sprees, right? Have you guys ever seen me wear that Delela? I got it on this day. Anyway, so we went on a shopping spree, but I was also highly expectant and
I knew it.
Hiding it.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like you were coming from a dairy farm.
What?
Because I was growing a dairy farm.
Oh, hilarious, that too, but also the gumboots.
Yeah, those guys, it's Lacoste, baby.
Oh my, sorry.
Well, certainly not low cost.
She's funny in 2018 and she's funny in 1997. Listen, we are out of time. We're gonna take a break and we are gonna be right back. Tag us everywhere. You know where to find us. And now, in 90s style,
let's have a rap.
Dance, baby, dance.
I want to rap. I want to rap. Cypher. Let's go. All right. Look. Yeah. You guys just stop.
bagena DJ wadiniksa umuntu uyasheka abajidda fesha niba nabaroba matekta indawo ziyavuka abomajayvan bayaziphula six pack kumakhula awumina ngicela ukubuza eksamajida tshela mina nifuna yanizwa nithi kimi sifuna umzimba sheka yemantombazana tshela mina nifuna yabezwa bathi kimi sifuna umzimba sheka jika jika awujika ubhekele jika jika awushaya umzimba sheka jika jika awujika ubhekele jika jika sekhala umzimba sheka jive sidudla awudlala ngomzimba jive slender awudlala ngomzimba jive tsotsi yemajida nababantwana jive clever yemagenge nababantwana siyawa kuze kube kuseni khala amagenge makukhoneni siyadlala nasebukhweni khalidakwa esitokfeleni mabengibona sesikhaleni bayangibuza bathi usiphatheleni ngithole babamthethwa sesiphusha umzimba sheka eksamajida tshela mina nifuna yanizwa nithi kimi sifuna umzimba sheka yemantombazana tshela mina nifuna yabezwa bathi kimi sifuna umzimba sheka jika jika awujika ubhekele jika jika awushaya umzimba sheka jika jika awujika ubhekele jika jika sekhala umzimba
akena mushimani amulelele kasiyemo hosa hlakalevala tulu sabasiya bampita tholi batate kama tepe mute sibamse inyoni tula magazini safa indlala ke ngwana ka tobetsa nthwena ke ntwa hao ke bua ka moshimane amulelele ya tshwana le nna kasiyemo tobetsa dikulupo tlio nthwena ke hao man ba pala ka talente boy tsipa le sapo tlio ngwana ka shapa
eksamajida tshela mina nifuna yanizwa nithi kimi sifuna umzimba sheka yemantombazana tshela mina nifuna yabezwa bathi kimi sifuna umzimba sheka jika jika awujika ubhekele jika jika awushaya umzimba sheka
Welcome to our 90s special episode. It's a Throwback Thursday. Welcome to 1990. What? Five-ish.
Five.
You know what? It's 5 going into 6.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at some of your beeper messages that you've sent us. Because at that time there was no.
I had a beeper.
Of course, Anita Cheaper in touch keeper.
Oh my
You had a beeper?
Of course we had beepers.
How old are you guys?
Look at our outfits.
Voice
we
over
had
money paid for
beepers.
beepers when we were 13.
All right, so voiceover 2. Voiceover 1, voiceover 2.
Yes.
So VO 1, please can you read the beeper messages?
Thank you, Pavi. All right, so Senzo's. And how would you like this read?
Can you be friendly, inviting, but also stern and disinviting?
Ooh, what?
I know who's gonna win the World Cup. to watch Trending SA. How about that?
Oh wait, that's my own voice. I know who's gonna win the World Cup, and that gives me time to watch TrendingSA. How about it? Hey! All right. Winnie Baloy says all family. How good is it?
amazing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So
Too many
lucky.
people. Okay, Menelisi Dlamini says I'm very happy to spend my last hour of my birthday watching you guys. Happy birthday. That's one ab. One. Just one.
Well, we love everything you sent to us. Thank you very much, voiceover one. That was convincing, but I think we need another take for the client. All right. So I have to give you a quick mention about what's happening at WITS at the moment. Now, I'm sure all of you WITSies know all about this. History is about to be made at one of the leading universities in the country. The University of the Witwatersrand, otherwise known as WITS University, has announced that they will have a black female chancellor for the first time ever.
Wow.
So the two running up candidates are both black females. One is a friend of our show, Dr. Judy Dlamini, qualified doctor, accomplished businesswoman, sweetheart of note. And the other candidate is Dr. Anele Ngadi, who is a renowned strategist and specializes in economic development and financial management and laws. And by laws, I mean law. Now, we'd like to congratulate both of these phenomenal women. We look forward to the announcement. I think either way, this is a win for South Africa, without a doubt. So, yeah, women power, no?
I love this jacket. Your love don't cost a thing. Diddly-diddly. Bim, bim, bim. Thing,
No, okay, as I do this, you cut to
love
Musa.
don't cost a thing.
Oh, that outfit, Musa.
Right, time now for the update for the day, and the hashtag was childish me versus adult me. That popped up on the feeds over the past weekend, and we've shared some examples of all the dreams that they had as kids and about what they'd like to be like as adults. But then life came in and showed them a tiba. Right, so this is the first one that came through. This one from Tulu saying, childish me versus adult me. Childish me, by the time I'm 25, I want to have 2 houses.
Yes.
With one being a holiday house, driving my own luxury car, and married. Adult me, fire, fire, flames, tiba, 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 ha, tiba, ha, ha. A fire. All right, another one here from Obercanism that says, childish me versus adult me. Childish me, I can't wait to grow up. Adult me, deadlines, TV spoilers, laziness, no Wi-Fi, hey drama, hey no money, fake friends, dikoloto.
I love how TV spoilers can ruin your day. I love that.
And then, of course, the last
spoilers
one
can,
is from Anda. That says, or Anda rather, childish me versus adult me. Childish me, my community is full of alcohol users. Adult me.
An alcohol user.
An alcohol user, yes.
that's hilarious.
Consumers of alcoholic beverages. Now, the next tweet then quickly reminded people of how unpredictable life can really be. Childish me versus adult me. Childish me, I'm keeping my virginity for the one. Adult me.
No way. Keep your virginity. Be like me. Just wait for the one.
Mary.
Listen, virginity is a state. And now, for some of you guys with the hashtag that was childish me versus adult me, it's 609, it's the same thing. Take a look at this. This one from TP Sitola that says childish me versus adult me. Childish me watches cartoons the entire day until I fall asleep. Adult me watches cartoons the entire day and throughout the night.
Yeah.
What a man or a woman, I'm not sure. Another one from Tsulu here saying childish me versus adult me. Childish me steals a piece of meat from the pot and prays that no one finds out.
Wait, do it again.
An adult me say eats half the meat in the pot and still hope that no one notices. Now on to the next hashtag, of course, and this one had some beautiful nostalgic moments that we need to look at, and this one came through from also this past weekend, and it was hashtag what 2000s missed. That was trending on the timeline today, and this hashtag, of course, was dedicated to the things that young people born after the year 2000 would not really understand. Starting off with this one from Puti Matobela, and this is the tweet that made you go, shoo. When last? It says, when 2000s, what 2000s missed getting love letters.
Yeah.
Guys, You used to cry into the love letter, just your tears. I love you so much.
Can I tell you 2 quick stories? So I had a dude who went to a different school and he wrote me like a 6-page love letter. And each page he highlighted the edges and then he shaded the inside with the same color. And then once I was on an airplane and one of the airmen, whatever the guys are, I thought he was fly. So I wrote him a quick note and then I spritzed my perfume and I gave him my phone number and we dated for multiple periods of time.
So you were picking people from flights. You are Mtasakaya.
You can meet someone anywhere.
And is it illegal to go around spraying perfume inside the aircraft?
I told the guy broke
But
up.
my boyfriend is the airman host.
The airman host or the air pilot?
What?
Anyway, I said quick stories and I told quick stories. You guys like it.
Enough is enough.
Going around picking up clients.
And speaking of writing all sorts of things, the AMA 2000 supposedly would never understand what people learned and loved about songs back then. Here's this tweet that came through from Dimple that said, what 2000s missed is having to write lyrics in your lyric book and having to rewind the song until you get the specific part of the song.
You did that?
Or taping it off the radio and then so that you don't get the announcer's voice on the song.
Sitting there like this.
Yeah.
You know what mine was? Doom, doom, doom. I'll leave it there. Now, of course, a tweet that came through was Acid Sire and reminded people of how during the day we're all sweet, loving children that ate snacks and bought juice and had a good time. But at night, things change.
Speak for yourself.
Ha ha ha. Here's the tweet. What 2000s missed? A 90s kid in 3 frames. The first one, very innocent. Big time bubblegum that lasted 5 chews and then the flavor was gone. Then you'd have to dip it in sugar. And then in your, okay, let me leave that. And the next were those juices that came as a cell phone and you'd be like, hello mama, hello baby. And the last, 12 o'clock tonight. Volume,
Emmanuel.
0. And a blanket, like this, like shh. And then the moment you hear a click, switch off. We see you. Now something else that a lot of people born in the late 90s and 2000s probably would have never heard of is this one.
I watched
What 2000s missed? They missed this Bob TV. Yes. Well, here's a short bit of history. Maputa Tswana was a part of the Northwest, and of course, the territory was under the old apartheid rules, where black people were separated according to their mother tongue. Now, because of this, Maputa Tswana, which mostly had a lot of people that spoke Setswana, was the channel for them, and it was then called Bob Maputa Tswana TV.
Baby, Buputa Tswana.
Is it boo?
Yeah. 2 more.
But it's okay.
Bo.
And I think it's so great that we got to tell a bit of that story.
Yeah.
Because Bob TV was really cool. They had Teeny Bop before kiddie and before this channel that you were on as a kiddie. So they were really like the progressive exactly, in many ways. It was amazing.
Yes.
Well done, Bob TV.
Well done, Bob TV.
We love it.
We didn't
Anyways,
have Transky TV though, but it's
that is it for now, and I'm gonna walk away.
Come join us. Come
Thank you,
join us at the
lovies.
table.
Awesome.
I love this color. I think it's like really quite awesome to have all this color around the table. Anyway, thank you very much for sending all of your things and hashtags and things and etceteras. But I think in the spirit of throwbacks, let's look at another hashtag that popped up on the timelines earlier this week. It is hashtag 2018 so fart ought me. Oh, 2018 so far taught me.
Yeah.
Although fart is so okay. Some of these tweets hold a lot of valuable lessons, really life-changing lessons. Really, some people have learned lessons from these tweets. So, come a little closer, people. Not that close, please. Thank you. And learn a thing or two right here on TrendingSA.
Zang zang.
This is the first lesson, number 1. It says, 2018 so far taught me, hey, not everything is as it seems. The duella, that is cruelty, that is meanness, that is hardcore. And we've all fallen victim to something that looks beautiful on the outside and then on the inside.
There's literally nothing worse than finding out that there's actually less meat than you expected.
Shananas, are you gonna cry? You wanna give us names? Or a name?
I'm very affected by what you said.
Thanks.
Wow.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
friend. No worries.
Now, here's another one that happened. Do you remember the time that our booty fill up the dome and Mama Panther had a tour?
Yes.
Really?
Wait.
Let's look at the tweet first.
Okay.
So at the bottom, you can see Pearl talking about Ebony, the horse that she was riding for a shoot, and then she fell off the horse. And then in true Mama Panther style, she got back on that horse and rode it till the wheels came off, because that is the spirit of women power. Doesn't Spa come and say, ha ha, you fell. What were you doing on a horse when as a black woman?
Wow.
Certain things should be left to white people, don't you think? That's what you get for pa. Yekela izinto zabalungu by black girl magic.
That last line.
So lots of people then chimed in.
What were they saying?
Me, I'm Team Pearl, woman power, apartheid is finished. And also people were saying, how? No one even likes a dome anyway. Why would I go fill it? Anyway.
Unless you're the face of it, and then never mind.
Anyway, it turned out to be a hoax. You see, these two people, Casper and Mama Pearl Tusi, were in a music video together, and they were just drumming up some publicity, and they got you all to keep their eyes on them.
Yeah, Lala, but you can drum up publicity without minimizing black people. There's no reason to say, oh no, you're a black person, what are you doing with a horse? I mean, come on.
But you know what's, but it's good that it opens up the conversation for people to go, yes, but no. You know, sometimes it's provocative.
It's provocative.
Which starts a conversation.
Yeah.
But also, is that audience, is that where they are, their level?
They're woke. Woke is evolution.
Right. Guys, learning to not jump to conclusions is a great lesson indeed. Uqilombe Ngwenya learned a rather sneaky lesson in this year, 2018. Mas Jongen. Uthi unana, hashtag 2018 so far taught me to steal my roommate's horse and cook it as mincemeat. Wow, very, very clever, Lala. I think we've all been creative like Labuti. But what Anele did to Lindo took the cup. Princess Lindo wrote this before she posted screen grabs of her conversation with her friend Mas Jongin. So I applied for NSFAS this year, and for the past 5 months I thought I wasn't approved. Kanti, my best friend's been using the funds for herself. Wow. P.S. She also has what is it? NSFAS. Wow. Lindo continued to post her friend's apology after she exposed her on Twitter. I'm sure Anele wishes she had only stolen Evor's and not the vouchers. So is that
the lesson?
Heavy.
When in doubt, steal Vors.
No.
No.
The lesson is there's always less meat than advertised.
I'm going to steal the Vors.
Okay, cool. I'm going to throw us to ad break because that's what I do here on Trending SA on the SABC3. So make sure you tell us some of the lessons that you've learned throughout 2018 with the hashtag #ZAON3. We'll be back in the 18 area after this.
So the sausage, how big?
Well, I can just tell you, patient of Dr. Musa, just don't go tomorrow. His brain cells. He's not going to be okay. Hey, listen, so you may have noticed here on Trending SA, we've got rid of our table just for this segment on the Vavas J Throwback Show. Welcome to 1998. This was the year that we played in the streets and life was great. And some of the games that we have for you today will transport you back in time.
If I could turn back time, if I could find
So,
my
Scooty,
way.
it's time now for Vavas J. What have you got for us, sweetie pie?
Vavas J. Where we got no post, so we're gonna go straight into it. We're looking at games that we used to play as kiddies. Of course, it was yesterday for this one. It was a long time ago for me. One of my favorite games. I'm out of breath because
We're so out of breath.
I'm not.
So we're turning back the clock to our childhood, guys. When things were simpler, we used to play in the streets, get dirty, get back late
not
to the
dirty
house
like
for
that.
dinner because we were playing a fool with our friends.
No.
Okay, let me get into the game.
Do you want a moment?
No, I apologize.
Okay.
So, my favorite game was the hula hoop. I was brilliant at it. I won awards. I was the best one. I was great at it.
Okay, let me try. I wanna try.
Okay, you try that. Let me
All
try.
right, let's see.
Were you guys impressed? Did you like it? Was that the best?
Well done.
Thanks, baby. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Ow, 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 ow. Whoa. Nice one. Nice one.
overachiever.
Okay, let me see if you can do that.
Technique is ridiculous.
Can you beat Cody
How about
Roberts?
this?
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
a woman.
Whoa.
No, I did that last week already. I can't do it twice.
Love it, love it, love it.
Okay, hold my earrings. Hold my earrings.
got you.
Hold my earrings. Hold my earrings. Cubby.
I got you.
Sorry, girl.
All right, cool. I got this. Okay.
Can you beat Cody Roberts?
Go, Nina. Go, Nina. Go.
Whoa! Brilliant, guys. Of course, I win. Babs, what was yours?
You definitely win.
Thank you, baby. Can we hold those?
Thank you. One of my favorite games was to skip. Now, where I grew up, it wasn't skipping like this. It was Mugusha. But now that we've moved to the suburbs, they've only given me this thing. So we're gonna try it as best as we can. So the rhythm is.
How does it go?
1, 2, 3. Take it. 1, 2,
You want me to do it?
3.
Yeah, you do it. I don't know how to take
Okay.
it.
A little bit back. It mustn't be too loose.
I grew up in the suburbs.
All right, a little bit backwards. All right,
did
cool.
I.
Let's go.
No, you're bossy.
1, 2, 3. Go.
1, 2, 3. Take it. 1.
I apologize.
One more time.
Let's try again.
I mean, can we count, please? All right. 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 3. Stop. But you're not singing.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Moose. Okay, that was exciting. Show us your game.
All right,
no, Nina first.
Okay, Nina can go.
What was your favorite game, Lila?
Hang on. All right. Okay, guys. I played hacky sack, but I played this game. This is a game called hopscotch. Obviously, my feet haven't grown since then, but the other adults around here might struggle a little bit with this game. So what you do is you take a stone, and there's obviously not a stone, it's a hacky sack. You take a stone, and you stand over here, and then you go to throw it on the thing. What? Okay, and then you're not allowed to jump on the thing where the stone is, right? So now I've got to, and also where there's one block, you're only allowed to use one leg. When there's 2 blocks, you can use 2 legs, and you must also get creative. Very, very creative, because obviously I grew up in Pretoria.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. All right. 1, 2, 3. What? Okay,
Wow.
How about it?
Wow. Come, Moose. Zang.
Very creative.
Aye. Go.
Okay.
Yo.
Oh, she's getting ready. Oh, look at
Please
this.
don't fall, my sister.
No!
Wow.
You see.
High five.
She did well, actually.
Very nice.
That was very creative.
Were you impressed?
I was actually very impressed.
Okay, Mr. Moose,
Right,
Mr. Moose.
I would like to play my game, so I'm gonna scope Hirdi off my set. Thank you.
What was
Right.
your game, Moose?
This one was called horseshoe throws, right?
I used to play this with
Very
actual
simple.
horseshoes, though.
Take one.
I saw there's a carnival.
Take one, my love. Nina Hasty, you
So
can
do
also
we have
take
to
one.
catch the actual horn of our hole, or can we do anything we want?
Whatever you want, as long as it gets in there.
The horn of your hole.
Are you ready?
Sure.
3, 2, 1, Nina Hasty.
Okay.
You're cheating, my sister.
Where must I
please.
stand from?
Right there, my love.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
But her arms are short. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Disaster.
What stance is that, Pabi? And now coming from Russia, you can see he's done his squats.
All right.
Germany is out.
What the hell is that?
That was actually, I don't know what that was. All right, and there we go. Senegal out of this year's Olympics.
yes.
All right, there we go.
Childhood games
There we
were
go. Those are
fantastic.
some of our favorite games. Please tweet us and let us know what tweets,
what other games?
what games you love.
Oh, hide and seek.
Emma Nyan, can I give you guys a game
Yes.
that's also aerobics, ne?
Okay.
Raba. Do you remember that game?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, come.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, one. Let's start with a prayer. Amen. 1, 2, 3.
Moraba raba ko si, muraba raba ti. Muraba raba 1, muraba raba 2, muraba raba 3, muraba raba 4, muraba raba coffee, muraba raba ti. Muraba raba 1, muraba raba 2, muraba raba 3, muraba raba 4.
Now you understand why I started with a prayer. All right, so those are some of our throwback games on Trending SA. We'll catch you after this break with Mark Lottering.
Dance, I know chorus.
TBT.
Anacoras. That's how they dance in the 90s. Have you seen that gif of Mary J. Blige dancing?
Yes.
Can I do it? This is Mary J. Blige dancing.
Rating.
Dancery, welcome to the Dancery. The year now is 1999.
So,
Alright, so 1999 is quite exciting because this is what we looked like.
Oops, upside
and we
down.
thought that the year 2000 was going to come and erase us all from the planet.
Y2K.
Remember that? Yeah. It never happened. So here we are on SABC3 and online. We're on TrendingSA.tv. Can we get into our quest for tonight?
Yes.
Nina, I'm going to hand this over to you.
Thanks, Poppy. All right, so, tonight, on 3, in studio tonight, we have one of the reasons why I got to tell my parents, that I was a stand-up comedian and they knew what it was, is because of this man, right? He's legend, wait for it, dairy. Woo! All right, comedian Mark Lottering. Mark is an award-winning comedian. He has been making South Africans laugh for over 2 decades.
Wow.
That's older than some of you are my 2000s. I said this earlier. All right, he's paved the way for people like me to have a job that is recognized by the bank sometimes. All right. His humor, you can't just compare it to anyone. He is unique. He is creative. He's just downright talented. Yeah. Okay, now what I want you to do is wake your granny up because I want you to whistle. I want you to clap. I want you to scream. And if you're a granny, I want you to wake the kids up because tonight, make some noise for the wonderful and glorious Mark Lottering!
police van. Now I'm in the back like Yassas. I need cash going through the bank like Yassas. Weed bags smoking on the
You're right here,
like
sir.
Yassas. Blasters, you not smoking focal, so you popping
So good to see you. Welcome to our show.
Sure,
I
wow.
can't believe you haven't been here.
I know, but I mean, I watch you all the time and I learn from you and I get inspired. But it's a great show.
Not that it was a but, it's a great show.
But yeah, shame.
Listen, it's so lucky to have you
Yeah.
here. I wanna just give it, like, so you're born in the late 60s. You
Yes,
would never
the
tell you
late
don't look a
60s.
day over 23. You grew up in Retreat.
Retreat. On the Cape Flats.
So tell us about that experience. Did you have, weapons?
No, I grew up on the right side of the road. It was a freestanding house.
Okay.
And people spoke English first language.
Oh, wow.
Most of the family had their own teeth, so it was pretty cool.
Sure, that is progressive.
It was so progressive. I was like, what?
This is my life.
This is my life. Thank you, Jesus. So, and my father was a pastor, and so I grew up in the church.
Okay, a PK, real,
amen.
for real,
Yeah,
for real.
Pentecostal, swung on the
Wow.
chandeliers, did
How about that?
cartwheels every Sunday morning.
Hallelujah.
All of that.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And
That's
speaking
awesome.
in tongues and then speaking in comedy.
All of that.
Okay,
Yes.
so was it like, you were going to be a doctor or a lawyer and then, you stumbled upon comedy, or were you going to do theater? And then, or was it just like, listen, I'm funny or bust. I have to do this. This is my calling. I know it from, the second I could, think for myself.
No, I was pretty unremarkable.
Okay.
As a child, so none of you would be able to identify with that.
I find that I don't believe that at all.
But I was the quiet person. I didn't think that I really had much to say, and only around high school, I think. 15 or so, should I say high school, around 32. No, but did I?
Oh, that's you in your high school class there.
That's great.
Oh yeah, no, I go back to the school every year.
That's so
and
cool.
Stuff there. And then I decided that I enjoy making people feel comfortable.
That's nice.
I still hate seeing people fight. I still hate seeing people, not feel great. So I've always wanted to make people feel lekker about stuff.
That's nice.
And I have that memory. But even now still, when I watch comedy and I watch comedians, I'm terrified. When I do these comedy lineup shows, I always say to producers, put me on just after the worst comedian so that I can look amazing. So watch who I'm always on after.
After me on a show? No, not yet.
So speaking of shows, I mean, your first kind of foray into a one-man thing. Don't look at me like that. It's so weird being like super professional with Mark.
Of course.
Buddy was the show After the Beep, right? That's
Yes.
1997. So I'm curious to know, in these 20-something years, how has the comedic industry changed? Like, what have you observed, even as far as like how observation and jokes have changed? Sorry, gags. You don't do jokes. Sorry. Gags. Sorry.
It's changed a lot, even just in its language. When I started out, I thought that because I didn't think that I was a comedian, I just saw myself as a funny storyteller. Because the minute somebody calls you a comedian, you start stressing.
Pressure.
Because you watch people fire from the hip, and I wasn't that kind of person. I'm still not. But and that's why I just wandered into the one-man show stuff. And now, though, there are so many comedians, but it's a rock and roll industry. I still think that comedians make good money. Even now, you watch the corporates, if they have to book people are cutting down on live bands, they're cutting down on just the MC, so they'll get the comedian to do everything, so there's money to be made. But my problem is that the focus now is too much on the rock stardom of it, as opposed to, because you remember I started out with like David Cow, and we had to be funny. That was the thing, this was way before endorsements and great cars and great campaigns. We just had to be funny, be mad and be funny. People had to laugh. That was the bottom line. So I just worry that the focus shifts a bit, that people throw too much money at the celebritydom of being a comedian, and it makes the girls and the guys lose focus. I still think your pencil, you need to be sitting in the room as I do with bottles and bottles of Sauvignon Blanc and come out of that room with at least 2 funny stories.
Nice.
Awesome.
I like that. Now let's talk about your hair. Ever since I've known you've had this hair. Is it a wig that you can't take off? Is it your look? Well, what's the story with the hair? Are you not funny without the hair? Is that why you've had the hair for like 300 years?
I've had the hair for 300 years. 1 year, I was crazy enough. It was for a good cause, but I was asked to take it all off.
Oh, for the shave-a-thon. Sure.
And I will never do that again.
What did you look like, Mark?
12.
It was traumatic because I looked like a normal colored, and I had to I had to queue like a normal person.
Sorry.
And it was the worst few months of my life. Nobody recognized me. Restaurants, I had to feel like a normal person. When it was full, they would say, sorry.
It's full.
And I hated that. So I couldn't wait to get the hair back. So there's something, I think, there's a lot of power in hair. People talk about hair immediately. Whether you have hair or whether you don't have hair, people have very interesting things to say about hair, and particularly in South Africa. So it's a powerful tool. So I think I'll hang on to it for a while.
And this is your own hair as well.
This is my own hair.
Can we test it and see?
Where's the lighter?
Pencil test. Yeah, I've got a pen. Yeah.
So like comedy death, it's a term that we use as comedians, to die on stage, and I think people understand what that is. If a comedian's dying, his jokes or his or her jokes aren't landing and they're not funny, and you're just standing up there. Sometimes it's a quick death, sometimes it's a slow and painful.
It's delicious to watch.
There's no turning back from that space, and everyone is grilling. You're grilling from the inside, and the further you go down this rabbit hole, it's horrible. Do you remember either your first death or your most recent death experience?
I've heard about these things. I can't identify.
Yes, King.
No, because of the way in which I told you in which we started doing this stuff. Good comics know that you have to have a life-saving gag. You can feel once you've started a story, wrong audience. Sometimes I'm starting a story and I realize this is not the audience who's got matric with exemption. Go for something else. You're doing the wrong thing for the wrong group, and immediately you need to move on. But move on swiftly. I think the problem is people go into shock when they find that it is happening. They stand there and expect Jesus to actually come down and take you back. Even Jesus has gone on a break.
I've got
nothing to do with this. I've got nothing to do with this. So the longer you do it, there are techniques. You just know, not working. Go for the other gag and get off the minute you hear the first big laugh. That's what you got to do.
And sometimes that laugh takes 9 minutes. This happened to me recently. I hadn't died in a very long time, and then I got on stage, and when your friends, you get off stage and they're like, we called the ambulance for you. It just took so long.
Oh, that's hardcore. Shame, my love. I remember.
I want to talk about this type of
your reaction. I remember your reaction. Quite
fascinating because it's got all these different characters. But before I get to the question, I wanted to look at a video. Are you okay with it?
I won't look, but you can. Yeah.
The other day, I took such a common taxi. Man, I get into the taxi and I'm sitting in front like I'm sitting now. The drivers always keep a seat for me in front. People can see class a mile away. And I'm sitting in front of the taxi man, and this common driver takes out just such a long screwdriver and he shoves my knees apart and I druk it so in and he says, Mommy, can you please change gears for me, man? And there I was changing gears all the way down Belgravia Road. Ek dink, Merle Abrams, vandag is jy Sandra Bullock in Speed.
Hang on. Something very interesting was happening as we watched. Was that Auntie Merle?
That's Auntie Merle. That's also from 1961.
But wait, why were you blocking your ears, Mark?
I've never watched anything in 12 years. I've never read anything that anyone said about me in 12 years.
And why?
Because I used to do that. The watching's not so bad, but it's not good for me. Some people can. I can't. I know you can, Pabi. I've been with you before.
I need to dissect the thing. I need to learn how the thing works.
Yeah, you need help for that. That's not
That's not
normal.
right.
But I can't do that. And the other thing is I worked with a director just over 12 years ago, and I was reading reviews, and he was like, you have to make a choice, you know. You're either going to deal with that, or you're going to go along this principle of what other people think about me. It's actually none of my business.
Yes, it's none of your business.
And just get on with it. It's very difficult because you will remember, if I'm still now, when I'm doing a show, and it's full, and it's always full. But you look at 600 people, and they're all laughing, but one person isn't. That's, you drive home, that's the face that you remember all the time.
And it's like this.
And so I've always asked people to keep the lights as low as possible. I don't like to see people get on with stuff. Reading things, I just avoid it because, you know, every day is a new day. You just go out there and be excellent. So that clip, whoever chose that clip does not love me. There are sexier clips.
No, I know. It was Bobby Galo. She wanted to get you back for Strictly Come Dancing years ago. She's not over it.
So let's talk about these characters that you have. I mean, we saw Auntie Merle, there's the pastor, there's Colleen. What inspires all these characters?
I love eavesdropping. I love listening to people's conversations. I love when I'm out, you know, sitting with glasses of wine. I like watching couples break up. Yeah,
content
talk about. I heard a couple argue the other night because someone went through a boyfriend's phone.
Don't ever do that.
Don't do that. I keep saying to people, as tempting as it is. Do not. I can see you're guilty of this. As tempting as it is, you're going to find stuff, and then I listen to that kind of argument. So I think a lot of people can identify with a lot of this stuff that makes me listen, or that makes me smile, or that makes me very interested. So I try to tell stories that I think people can relate to.
Relatable.
So the characters that I've come up with over the years were very relatable characters. Merle was created when I first started my stand-up. Because I grew up along all these strong women on the Cape Flats. And, you know, women hold a society together. So audiences took to that. Shmiley, the taxi guy.
The gaji.
The gaji on the taxi, Marlboro, he coolly knows him. So, you know, that's a character that I love doing as well. So these are characters that I think people could relate to. I did them at the beginning of my career. I don't do it as often now because I think I'm, you know, just gotten maybe a bit lazy. But a lot of the fans are split. People either want to see characters or they want to see straight stand-up. So I've been focusing a lot on the stand-up over the last few years. Stand-up's cool because you start, it's like the spirit takes over and you just you just gooi, you know.
Well, we're going to keep you until the end of the show. So we're going to have a quick ad break, Mark Lottering. And then when we come back from the break, you come from Cape Town, you came to Johannesburg, and with you came the drought, apparently. There's a reason, though, why you're here. There's a show.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the show at Belluric Theatre. We're going to be right back. This is TrendingSA on SABC3 with Mark Lottering.
And we got more money in the truck, and we got more money from above. Are you gonna join me tonight, baby? If not, then that's okay. Keep your worry for another day. And I don't wanna brag when I say that tonight I wanna ball out and paint the town. On the note, I what you say. Oh, now you flexing up in the club. Are you looking all night in love? And we got more money in the truck, and we got more money from above. Are you gonna join me tonight, baby? If not, then that's okay. I've been spending, I've been texting, I've been doing things that I don't do, but I wanna get it going, get the grooving, find somebody, give me a moment, give me a time to unwind. I'm just doing me tonight. You need to stay in your lane. I mean for real man, ungene karin kuzofika eklabini kuzobuza mali. And I was gang with party yabantu dress code inchan mina funa ikanjani. Kusibandoko awuna excess ubhizi danyanga ukhuluma careless.
Welcome back. This is Trending SA on SABC3. That is the legendary Mark Lottering, who is our guest on this Throwback Thursday. I really hope you've enjoyed our 90s theme as much as we have.
I laughed so much. It made me feel, usually I feel that I'm like left of center.
Yeah.
But then I watched what you four do for money.
Hello. For children to be All right, so the Lottering at the Lyric, that's happening on the 8th of July.
That's correct. Sunday the 8th.
So exciting. What's exciting you about getting on stage again? What can we expect?
It's the new gags, I've got I think every year I'm always coming to Joburg, and living in South Africa, even if you're writing stuff, you got to get it off your chest immediately because the news gets old so quickly.
Exactly.
So these are just the new gags, things that have been going on in my life. I take the audience through my colonoscopy.
Oh.
It was amazing.
Ooh.
Was it?
I can't wait for my next one.
Really?
So,
You'll have to go to the show to find out about that.
Talk
What
about
about
that.
the musical? Is that a thing?
Then I wrote this last year. I just I wanted to write for other people for years, and I locked myself in one of my many rooms. And I came out and I'd written this play, and I decided it should be a musical.
Nice.
I've used Auntie Merle as a central character, and it featured 14 actors and a live band.
How about that?
So it's a company of 22 people. My friends told me, they said, you are insane, or you're on tuk, or you're mad, you're never going to be able to pay these people. But I believed.
And so when is it coming? What's happening?
So it's opened at the Baxter. We've run for 2
Nice.
sellout seasons already.
We're nominated.
For 4 Fleer Cup Theatre Awards. 22 original songs.
Nice, baby.
Opens at the Joburg Theatre on the 1st of Feb.
So Mark Lottering. Yeah, maybe sing us out. This is Mark Lottering. Make sure you go to the Lyric Theatre on the 8th of July.
Can't do that.
You don't want to sing?
I can't sing.
Say,
I can't sing for no money. Are you upset?
Can I sing? Say, oops,
Hold on.
upside
Turn back. Listen, we've had such a great time. Mark Lottering, you're wonderful. Musam
Bye-bye.
Tombeni, you're an angel. Sis Willie Roberts, you're divine. Nina Hasty, you are my heart. And me, I'm just a mother. Catch you again next week. What time are we on? 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
11 o'clock on SABC3.
I'm trying to do the other part.
From the